All right, let's head back to the W, where some unfortunate injury news last night for the LA Sparks. Rookie Cameron Brink tore her ACL and is likely done for the year. Number 2 pick in the draft, is tied for the second most blocks in the league was one of the top 3 favorites for Rookie of the Year alongside Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Without Brink, that Rookie of the Year market now becomes a 2-woman race. Clark remains the heavy favorite at minus 1250, with Angel Reese second at 9-1. Both have had historic starts to their rookie campaign, with Reese posting 6 straight double-doubles. All right, we're joined now by WNBA analyst and good friend of the show, Debbie Antonelli. And Debbie, now that we got the fellas out of the way, it's time for the ladies to take center stage on the hardwood this summer. And I want to start with the Rookie of the Year market. Caitlin Clark, of course, a massive favorite, but Angel Reese has that streak of double-doubles we just mentioned and a WNBA rookie record, 7 straight games and counting of 10 or more rebounds. Is she a legit threat in your eyes to Caitlin Clark in this race?
Well, there's no question Angels put up incredible numbers, but when you look at their games and you break down their skill sets individually, 45 of the baskets that Angel have made have been inside 5 feet, where Caitlin has made 43s outside the break. This is Angel's game right here. Her quickness, her explosiveness, how fast she is on her second jump, how hard she runs the floor. She scores her points around the paint, but her skill set would be limited away from the bucket. The challenge for all teams is to keep her away from the interior, to force her to the perimeter. But she's so aggressive, she gets there. On the other side, Caitlin's already broken a bunch of records as well. Her numbers are outstanding. She ties Breanna Stewart for the most games as a rookie with 25-5. I think Caitlin's numbers have been outstanding, and she continues to dominate in the pace that Indiana is playing with, which is much better with Aaliyah Boston. I think this is an Indiana team that's trending in the right direction. I like Caitlin for Rookie of the Year. I do think there will be some voters that will vote for Angel. Let's see how each team's success finishes the season with.
All right, well, let's talk about Clark's Indiana Fever team specifically. You said you think they might be hitting their stride here. They're just 5-10, though, on the year through 15 games. At ESPN BET, they're slightly favored to miss the playoffs at minus 130, though it's close. If you think they're going to make the playoffs, that price is minus 105. Ultimately, Debbie, you just tell me, is this a playoff team or not?
Yes, I think they are a playoff team. They've won 4 of their last 6. They played an unprecedented, ridiculous schedule to start the season, where 11 of their games were played in 20 days with 2 back-to-backs on the road. I thought that was really challenging for a young team. With the recent news, unfortunately, of Cameron Brink and the ACL injury she suffered, I think that hurts the Sparks a lot. I think there's other factors. The wings are not healthy. Arike Ogunbowale struggling with that Achilles. I think Indiana is a playoff team, and I think they've got a big game tonight against Washington. They have to win because their next 5 are on the road. So this is a pivotal point in the season for them at their 5-10 juncture, with a chance to win 5 of their last 7, which I think puts them in a lot of confidence going on the road.
Yep, can't wait to hear you on the call of that Fever game tonight, by the way, Debbie. And that's teams that are jockeying for position near the bottom of the standings. We know the Las Vegas Aces, although they're not at the top of the standings, they have one of the best teams on paper in the league. They get their star point guard, Chelsea Gray, back tonight. They're sitting at just 6-6 on the season, which has dropped them to plus 155 to win the WNBA title. That's still the betting favorite, but it's the lowest price we've seen on them in 2 years. So, Debbie, is now a time to buy low on Las Vegas with Gray coming back?
Yes, I think you should put some money on that, because I do think Chelsea Gray is going to make a huge difference. She's going to move everyone back to their natural position. It's an unprecedented place in the standings at 6-6 for Las Vegas. Keep in mind, as we've talked about the playoffs, 8 teams make it. The top 4 seeds host, and the format this year is different. The first round games, they play the first 2 games at home before the third game would be played on the road. So for Vegas, they got to start making some noise. Now, here's the thing I do worry about them. 4 Olympians. Yes, they have talent, but they're going to come back from the Olympic break, and I expect there to be some fatigue. And when they come back from the Olympic break, their first game is New York. So this is a team that I would put some money on, but I would not be sleeping on Minnesota, and I would not be sleeping on Connecticut. Those are 2 great teams that we have not talked about. Minnesota's won 7 of their last 8. Of course, Connecticut's off to the best start in their franchise history.